morning, Emil. What we got here is a 2017 Roadster that Joe and I built about 6 years ago. And we got it, it was junk. And we managed to find the Hemi up at the Moultrie swap meet. The engine was seized, so I bought it anyway, pulled it apart, and it had a broke crankshaft in it. I managed to find a crankshaft. This is a 331. It's a 55 motor, 1955 motor. Next year they made a 354 and 56, 57, 58 was the 392. The difference was the deck height and the block. But anyway, always wanted a Hemi. I put it in here, needed some money, I sold it to the guy named Johnny. Good guy, I've known him since he was a kid. Well, when Joe and I built it, we put disc brakes on the front. I got a Bell straight axle that I put under it. We built the shock mounts to hold the headlights. And we had already pulled the radiator and everything out of this car before Emil got here. And so we'd gotten to this far. Now I'm underneath it. I'm pulling the drive shaft out, disconnecting all the wiring and everything underneath it. So we put coilovers off of a sprint car. It's basically a sprint car. And then underneath the car, we built the frame for it. And built everything underneath it. It was not a difficult build, but we put a turbo 350, had to have the drive shaft built, shortened and built. Then we put a, I can't remember what kind of rear end this is, but we put a 4-link rear end in it. We built all the brackets and everything. We didn't buy any. And we put sprint car coilovers on the back. This is the fuel cell right here. And this is a pattern bar, track bar. It keeps everything straight in the back end with the 4-link. So that's about it. It's got drum brakes on the back. So we'll move, when we get it down, we'll show you the rest of it. Okay, we got to move the drive shaft forward, get the 2 strap bolts out, then we can pull the drive shaft out.
All right.
Let's see how simple that was. Saddles. And now we can get the drive shaft out, maybe. There it comes. All right, this is the Hemi engine. This is an old style Hemi. When we had it silver and black. Johnny liked Chevrolet orange and put it on there. We built the car, we built the frame, and when we put the body in, this is built up about, I guess, 1.5 inches. And we built it where we could run screws down the side to hold the body on where it wouldn't come out. And it worked out real well. And like I say, back to the sprint car stuff, we first built it with a long arm on it to hook to the Pippin arm, and it wouldn't turn. So my Polish engineer, Joe, come up with the idea that we could put this on, and then we had adjustments in it, and then we got a mechanical advantage by making this shorter through here, and it worked real good. The car steers about half of what it used to steer, and worked out real well. Very pleased with that. We built it, this was a solid body. It was a one-piece body. Well, I can't step over in it. You see where I'm at now? I could probably do it, but I wouldn't want to do it. So we cut this out along the body seam, and we built the doors in it. We put wood, and here's where it didn't fit exactly right. We put wood all the way around an oak where it would make it rigid, and it works out real well. We put hinges from like Lowe's or Tractor Supply, I forget where I got them from. And they look like Model A hinges, and bolted them on here, and then had Charlie, the upholsterer, put the strap to keep them from going too far. We had to cut into the wood that we put in here to support the door. We also put wood all the way around the perimeter of the back of it where it's not flimsy. And we put it in here, we put it all the way around. So that was quite an undertaking. I'm not a carpenter, a long ways from it. We also used a Model A dash in it, and I put a low-car shifter in it. Works out real well. And then the interior, I thought, well, I'll make individual seats in it. And after I did it, I didn't like it, but it's different. So you got to try something. Now I found out I wouldn't do it again. So the car is a neat car, ran good. I got rid of it again because I needed some money to do some other projects. So here we are. The only thing that I can think that I didn't like about it, the windshield, I should have built it 14 inches, then it would have hit the top of my head and I wouldn't have had the problem of everything in my face. We also, when we built it, we lowered the floor 4 inches. That way you sit lower in the car rather than just a flat floor where I would have set up to about my elbow, about here, where we lowered it. And because of being able to slide back and get longer, I came to about here in it. That 4 inches made about that much difference in it. So it was quite an undertaking, and it took us about 8 months to build it. And we completely rebuilt the Hemi motor, went through it, and ran great. So here we are pulling the motor out. I'm going to put it in the front engine dragster, pull the motor out of the front engine dragster, let him have the motor out of the front engine dragster for the Hemi. Thank you.